Every morning, you wake up, you get up, you brush your teeth, you grab your coffee, you sit down at your desk, you tie your shoes, you walk out the door. Normal day, normal gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared. But what if, one morning, everything was different? What if gravity was twice as strong? Like you wake up, and suddenly, you feel like you weigh twice as much. Getting out of bed is a mission. Your muscles would have to work twice as hard just to stand up. Your bones, under enormous pressure, your spine would compress like a spring. Your heart would need to pump much harder to push blood upward. Your blood would pool in your legs. You'd feel dizzy, exhausted, just from standing still, walking like wearing a giant invisible backpack full of rocks. Stairs? Forget it. Jumping. You'd barely leave the ground, and if you fell, the impact would hit twice as hard. Running would feel like sprinting through thick mud. Over time, your body would actually adapt. Shorter, stronger legs, a more compact spine, like how astronauts adapt to low gravity, but in reverse. But your heart might not keep up. Cardiovascular disease would skyrocket. Most people would probably spend a lot more time lying down. Okay, you get it. Your body would suffer. But what about everything else? Every building on Earth would need to be redesigned. Skyscrapers? Too heavy. They'd collapse under their own weight. Even bridges would need much thicker support columns. Roofs would cave in. Floors would need to be reinforced. Cities would be flat and spread out. Not tall. Everything heavy would stay on the ground. Cranes would struggle. Furniture would be almost impossible to move. Cars would need stronger frames and bigger engines. Planes? Almost impossible to take off. Rockets? They'd need way more fuel just to escape gravity. Space travel would be incredibly expensive, maybe impossible. We'd probably never have left Earth. No satellites, no GPS, no internet as we know it. What about animals? Think about it. Big animals like elephants and rhinos, they'd barely be able to move. Most large land animals simply couldn't exist. Evolution would favor small, flat, low-to-the-ground creatures. Insects and small reptiles, they'd thrive. Birds couldn't fly. Wings would never be strong enough. Most trees couldn't support their own weight. Forests would be short and dense. Mountains, more erosion, faster, flatter landscapes everywhere. Oceans would be slightly flatter, but deeper pressure underneath. Sea creatures would evolve to be flat and streamlined. Rain would fall harder. Storms would be more destructive. Every raindrop would hit like a small hammer. Flooding would be catastrophic. Water would spread out fast and flat. Nature would look completely different. Life would still exist, but barely recognize it. Now let's zoom out. Way out. If Earth's gravity doubled, where would that extra pull come from? For gravity to double, Earth would need to be much denser or bigger. A denser Earth would also mean a stronger magnetic field, more volcanic activity, more tectonic shifts. The moon's orbit would be affected too. The moon might spiral inward, causing massive tidal forces. Tides would be enormous. Coastal areas would be underwater daily. The atmosphere would be pulled down tighter too. Air pressure at ground level would be crushing, like being underwater. Just breathing would be a workout. Everything would be harder. Everything. So, could humanity survive double gravity? Short answer, maybe. For a while. But civilization as we know it, gone. No skyscrapers, no planes, no rockets, no tall trees, no big animals, no large insects. We'd be shorter, slower, and stuck on the ground. Space exploration would be a distant dream. But life finds a way. Cockroaches would probably be fine. So next time you wake up and gravity feels just right, appreciate it. If this blew your mind, smash that like button. And subscribe, because next week we're asking, what if the sun disappeared? See you next time.